there, my name is Rob.
And I'm Katie Rose.
And we're the Wild DeChellis.
And today we're sharing the true story about how we were able to get this home and how it was all due to working with a realtor. So it all started with garden boxes.
It was spring. We had decided that we really wanted to make a go of gardens. So I decided to build us above ground garden boxes, 8x4, and we were going to do this.
We bought the wood and then we went to price out the soil, and it was an astronomical price. It was like $500 or more to fill these garden boxes, and I was like, Rob, I can't do it. I can't spend any more money on this rental. We need to buy a new house. And I think that's where it stemmed for me starting to look at homes closer to where my parents lived.
So we reached out, or actually Katie reached out to a really lifelong friend of hers, Sue Diamond, who was a realtor, and got her to start the process of helping us find a home.
I found a house. It was just outside of my hometown. It was beautiful from the photos, definitely looked like it needed work, but because we're DIYers, we were totally up for the challenge, and we asked her to set up a viewing with it for us.
So we get there, pull in, property is great, really appealing. This all stemmed from us wanting to start gardens, so that was kind of our vision. How are we going to have gardens here?
I think it had like 1.5 acres of land, and a lot of it was like fields. It was really beautiful.
Anyway, we end up going for a walkthrough, and it wasn't for us. The updating that needed to happen was a little more than we wanted to take on.
But Sue did have another house waiting in the wings that we hadn't even looked at online. And she asked if we wanted to take a drive with her to go look at that one. She had set up a viewing for us already because she's fantastic like that. And we headed to that home, which is this home.
So right from the get-go, we pull in, and I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little hesitant of the location. I'm a little hesitant of the placement with the road. One of the driveways is really steep, so there were already some factors that were causing me to be skeptical of the place. And then we got to walk through the inside and around the back property, and I fell in love with the place.
And there were definite signs throughout the entire house that made us leave the place being like, this is our home. This is the house we need to have. And we left that place, or that day, and we went to my parents' house, and we gave them all the information. We're like, I think this is our house.
We actually had a showing right after this house
That we canceled.
Because we wanted to put an offer in on this place so quickly. We knew that this place was the right place for us, and we just wanted to act.
Unfortunately, this happened on a Friday or a Saturday, and I had to leave for work to Toronto on the Sunday through to Tuesday morning. So we were unable to put the offer in the house till I got back from Toronto.
The Tuesday morning, that's when we had on our schedule that we were going to make the move, put this offer in, gave it a couple of days to think about it, wanted to get Katie's trip out of the way.
Yeah.
And we were fully confident that we were going to walk into Tuesday being able to put the offer in on this place. We had a little bit of a different story go down. Katie, on that trip to Ontario, ended up sharing this information with a close friend at the time, who ultimately ended up going and putting in an offer sight unseen on this very place.
She was from Nova Scotia originally. She wanted to move home. Had just taken my word for it that it was a beautiful home, knew I was about to put the offer in, and decided with her fiance to put an offer in on it while I was still in Toronto.
This is all information that has come out since us purchasing the place, and at the time we had no idea what was going on. We had no idea where this offer had come from. Our realtor Sue ended up getting in touch with us, me, I guess, through text message, and it kind of all unfolded from there. Katie was in and out of meetings, so she wasn't always available to be reached while she was in Toronto.
I had an event I had to go to.
And then an early flight home, and it wasn't until she was on her way to the airport
at 5 o'clock in the morning
that we were able to actually touch base about this unknown offer. As you can imagine, we were devastated.
I think the worst part about it was the fact that at this point we didn't know any of the backstory. All we knew is that an Ontario couple had put an offer into the house that night of an event I was at, and it was accepted. So we were heartbroken. We went through this.
It felt like the carpet was pulled out from underneath of us.
And we started our hunting journey again. Sue was fantastic through this entire process. She knew exactly what type of home we were looking for, and nothing was really coming up for us.
We went to a few other homes, and none of them had the same feeling of this place.
So fast forward 2 weeks, and we get a phone call from our realtor, and she says, listen, I know we've seen a lot of houses, nothing's, you're not falling in love with anything. I've checked in, and for some reason, your home hasn't closed. The Chester Basin home has not closed, and I just want your permission to reach out to the selling realtor and just see what's going on in that process. So she did, and it actually turned out that they were having some issues with the negotiation portion of it with the person that they had accepted the offer on originally. And he was actually open to taking a backup offer.
So Sue, we had no idea that this was even possible, but
we're first time home buyers. We had no idea any of these steps.
Yeah.
And we're so thankful that Sue was there to help us with all of this.
Sue came back to us, let us know what was going on, and suggested that we put in a backup offer on the place.
So we put in the offer, and while we put in the offer, Sue actually told the selling realtor our story and how we were the people who came and saw the house, and we were the people they were expecting to put that offer in on that Tuesday morning, and how it was my hometown, and my parents are 6 minutes away, and we have 2 young children that we want to have raised in this house and in this community. And the selling realtor took that back to the sellers of the home, and they fell in love with our story. They felt horrible for the situation that had happened to us.
So putting in this backup offer, they actually ended up getting to a roadblock with the original offer and ended up deciding not to move forward and ultimately accepting our backup offer.
And then we got the house.
I think ultimately what it comes down to is if we never worked with a realtor, if we never took that chance and Sue never went back and asked those questions, we would have never had the opportunity to even be considered for this place.
And I don't think we would have known that this house even existed without her. So we're just so thankful we went through a realtor to purchase our home. And when we do grow out of this house, if we do grow out of this house, we will always use a realtor.
Hands down.
To help us. The process just was so much more streamlined in using a realtor.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening to our true story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty dramatic.
A little dramatic.
And we hope to see you guys again on our channel soon.